Hey, Rambler families, it's Mr. Mead, and I wanted to first of all apologize to all of you if this is the first time that you've seen me since the open house. As it turns out, as you've probably heard, our Remind system has been having all kinds of technical difficulties, and the tech deck has been telling me not to use it until it's fixed. Well, that's been going on for about 6 or 7 weeks now, and so in the interim, I was sending home email newsletters instead, and I just found out last week that actually that system is also broken. And so I think only a handful of parents were getting any of the weekly emails I've sent updating you on all the great things we've got going on here in fifth grade. So if this is the first that you've heard of me, I truly am sorry. I have been reaching out, but it looks like due to technical problems, none of that communication was reaching the intended recipients, or at least very few of you. So in any case, good to see you. I wanted to let you know that our school year is going very, very well. We're in the middle of Unit 2 of our math curriculum, which is about multiplication. This is the U.S. traditional multiplication, which is what most of us are used to. If you're, from my generation, or you're not as familiar with new math, the U.S. traditional multiplication is when you've got the two numbers stacked on top of each other, and you add up the way that we have done historically, hence traditional. So you should be seeing those home links coming home. Most kids are bringing them back, but some kids have not been. The way that I grade the home links, the homework, is that they're worth 2 points for attempting it. I don't grade those for accuracy because we grade quizzes and tests for accuracy. Those are for practice. So I just want to make sure that the kids are making a good effort, and then we will typically review the answers in class to make sure that they're doing it correctly. We will be doing a quiz over the multiplication early next week, probably Monday is what I'm shooting for, and it will be just a short 10-question quiz for me to check in and see how they're doing. Probably be doing Unit 2 for another 2 weeks is my best estimate, and then we'll be ready for another unit test. Our first unit test was about 2 weeks ago, and those should have gone home. If you haven't seen that yet, if your student accidentally lost their test, those are located on PowerSchool, where you can check all of the grades. And if the students did score less than a 70%, I did issue fix-it tickets, and they were given an opportunity. I reviewed the test again, gave them a second chance to do that by themselves, and then I would count the higher score. And so we won't do that for the whole year, but for these early weeks of school, I wanted to give them a chance to catch up after a long summer vacation. In science, we've been learning about the solar system. We've been learning specifically about gravity this week and how objects are held in orbit around planets or around suns or stars. And so the things that hold a planet or a satellite. Happy Friday. I'm getting an announcement. What holds an object in orbit around another object is a combination of mass, distance, and the speed of the object. And so the faster something moves, the more likely it is to fly out of orbit. Also, the larger objects will have more gravity. We took a quick check-in on that, and we got a lot of really good scores on that. That was a 7-point quiz we took today. I've got Mrs. McLean's class graded, and I'll be grading my class over the weekend, but almost everybody scored either an A or a B. I had to have a couple kids get C's, but that's still passing, so I was really happy with that. I hope that you are enjoying your school year. We'll be coming up on report cards and parent-teacher conferences here towards the end of October. If you have any questions or want to communicate with me, the best way to do that right now is not through Remind, but it would be through email. And my email address is marcus, M-A-R-C-U-S, .mead, M-E-A-D, @mcbain.org. I hope that you and your family have a great weekend. Keep practicing those math facts, those multiplication facts that make a huge difference. And I will see you next week.